Hi, thank you for coming to my channel. This is Midnight Moon Tarot, and I'm Diana. This reading is going to be for the astrological sign of Taurus. That includes Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus as well. Okay, well, if you are new to my channel, I would like you to subscribe and click on that little bell so that you'll be sure to be notified every time I upload new content. If you decide you would like a personal reading from me, my contact information is in the description box below. You can contact me at midnightmoontarot@gmail.com. My links to my social media, my Patreon, and PayPal are in the description box as well. Okay, this reading is going to be for the 1st through the 10th of August 2019. Okay, so let's just go ahead and jump right in. What are the love messages for Taurus for the 1st through the 10th of August 2019? What are the love messages for Taurus for the 1st through the 10th of August 2019? What are the love messages for Taurus for the 1st through the 10th of August 2019? What are the love messages for Taurus for the 1st through the 10th of August 2019? One more time. What are the love messages for Taurus for the 1st through the 10th of August 2019? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and divide these into my little 4 stacks here, and I'm going to do this. Okay, on the bottom of the deck you have the 2 of Pentacles. This will be the overall energy for this reading, okay? And as I read the cards, I will show you how this card is going to relate to the different cards in your reading. I'm going to go ahead and lay out your cards here. Okay. Your first card is the 10 of Wands and the 5 of Swords. Okay, so when you have this card, it means that you feel like you've been shouldering a really great burden, that you've had a lot on your mind and a lot of different things going on in your life that, you know, have been just troublesome and burdensome to you. However, a lot of the times, these are lessons. Okay, so we carry these lessons with us. You lay down the worry and stop worrying that these things will repeat in your life, because if you had learned your lessons from your different life experiences, then you do not have to shoulder them and carry this burden with you. You can just use those lessons and work towards a future, work towards building a new life and applying what you learned. This card tells me that the person you might have been in a relationship with was not as sensitive to your emotions as you needed, and they were a little callous. This could be you. Anytime, you know, if this doesn't resonate with you, just flip the roles here. If you're a cross watcher, you know, you're welcome to watch as well. But this tells me that your person could have been you know, behaving a certain way that may have seemed as if they were uncaring, that they didn't care for your emotions, they didn't pay attention to your emotional needs. During arguments, they wouldn't focus on the actual argument. They would resort to name-calling or bringing up things that have nothing to do with the argument at all. And a lot of times weak people will do that when they don't have a valid argument. They will pick on your appearance. They will pick on anything to make you feel less than you are, to get you to back down, because they're weak. Okay, all right. And then we have the 3 of Cups and the 10 of Cups, which tells me, you know, you had this relationship, you were working towards this relationship. It was very happy, it was very joyous. You had this at one time. You could be working on this for your future. This Ten of Cups, this person was everything to you. You felt like, you know, every day you were just fulfilled in every way that was possible. You didn't feel like it was reciprocated. You didn't feel like these feelings were reciprocated at all. You felt like the person didn't take your relationship seriously, that they were perhaps always partying or playing, or just a little too lighthearted. Sometimes, you know, it's great. It's great to have, you know, happy times in relationships. That's absolutely what we all want. But sometimes when things are a little more serious and the other person doesn't value your emotions, or they don't pick up on little nuances where, you know, someone a little more in tune with you would, they just acted as if everything was just, you know, great big party. And, you know, when you're in a long-term relationship, all different things are present. You can, you know, there's happy times, there's good times, good and bad all the time. This person just seemed to only recognize that it should always just be happy, and there should never be any disagreements. You're two different human beings, and you're always going to have two different points of views. It is about compromise. It's about juggling to get to something in the center so that you can have this forever with your person. As far as the next cards, we have the Six of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. So you were probably made to feel, Taurus, as if you were a beggar, that you had to, you know, show a lot of emotion, throw a temper tantrum, whatever, just to get the little crumbs of attention your person would give to you. It was probably most likely a fire sign. You would hear, you may be hearing from this fire sign very soon. Fire signs, of course, are very, they can sometimes be very arrogant, very passionate, very, you know, outgoing, always want to be center of attention, and of course that can make you feel as if you are left out, that you're just not as important to them, as if you have no value, as if you know, what you were feeling didn't matter. And I love this card, and explains so much, because, you know, you can see back here, you know, water is representative of emotion. And you can see these ships are being tossed about back here, and this guy right here just doesn't have a care in the world, just focused on just playing, thinking, you know, just paying attention to them, not caring about your feelings at all. And, you know, you may be, these are very, very turbulent waters. You may have been someone that suffers from anxiety attacks, or PTSD, or things like that. And so you may be anxious and worried about things a lot of times. And your person was always just maybe playful, or didn't take the relationship seriously as they should have. But you will be receiving some type of communication from this fire sign. I don't know what this is going to be about yet, but we're about to find out. So we have the Six of Swords in reverse and the Four of Swords upright. Okay, so where you may feel like you had been through some battles and arguments and things, excuse me, with your person. Well, you thought that maybe you would want to move on. You had thought, I'm just going to just, you know, pack things up, move away, whether that is physical distance, whether that is emotional distance. You've decided that you want to put it away and spend some time alone and contemplate on the relationship to see what lessons you did learn from it, to see what type healing you can get so that you can further your growth as far as, you know, your placement here on this planet. All right. You know, because you want to be able to find somebody that is on a frequency that's very similar to yours, so that you can, you don't want it, you know, to be exactly the same, because what is the point of that? You should just date yourself. But when it causes you to feel as if you are less than, and it makes you hurt, okay, yeah, we probably need to move on. We probably need to take some time, and nobody wants to feel as if they have to beg for any type of attention. They have time to party. They have time to spend time with their friends. They have time to leave you alone at home while they go out and run around, when you are under the impression that this relationship was forever. Okay, now we're going to find out about this Page of Wands and what they want. And, okay, so again, here you are, the King of Pentacles. Okay, so you have very, very strong Taurus energy, and you, you know, being a Taurus, of course, that's to be expected, and you have very strong set ideas about what you want in a relationship, how you want things to be, kind of your way or the highway. So maybe, Taurus, you might have felt as if, excuse me, my eyes itching. You may have felt as if you may have made your other person feel as if they were left out in the cold somewhat, as if they couldn't offer new suggestions. As you know, if you are always doing the same things, you always have such a stodgy routine, and you know, earth signs are grounded that way, but you don't like change an awful lot, and that's where that's going to get you into trouble, because if you don't have change, you don't have growth, and if you don't have growth, you're just stagnant. You're just like the Hanged Man. You're just going to, there's not going to be any resolution at all. Okay, so you know, or again, this, because you want things your way all the time, and your other person may be leaving you alone to do your thing, then, you know, but they want to, you know, experience things and have fun, and, you know, you're always home just with really nothing to offer except the same thing day in, day out, day in, day out. There could be too much stability. There could be too much, you know, where you may be providing a stable home environment. It can get stagnant. Okay. All right. So you have a Knight of Cups and the Five of Cups. All right. So where you may be feeling like you are mourning this relationship that you haven't. I'm sorry, I have something in my eye. Oh, there's a little hair. You know. Okay. So where you may be feeling like you have this relationship that you were so sad over, that you wish the outcome had been what you had hoped for it to be. You do need to realize that, you know, your love is still there, so you're still going to be hurting for a while. You're still going to be feeling that, but also you need to realize that there is new love coming in for you. You have this Knight of Cups, you know, and a water sign can often be very nice with a Taurus, because, you know, the water nourishes the earth, okay? However, if there's too much earth on this water sign, they can seem as if they are, you know, whiny, need too much attention. There's too much earth, they're dried out. It just takes everything out of them emotionally, and they may be a little, I don't know. they may be so hurt that they always feel as if, you know, they want things to be even. They want you to, you know, if they give to you, they want you to give back. And yeah, maybe that's the way it should be, but it's not always that way. That's not what relationships are always about. Sometimes there's always one person that loves more than the other. But this water sign is coming in fairly quickly, you know, maybe, you know, you might see something in the next 2-3 weeks. This is for the first 10 days of August. So by mid-month, this person should make themselves known. They will be giving you an offer of love. So the next card is the Tower, and your soulmate card, the 6 of Cups in reverse. Okay, excuse me, this is upright, this is in reverse. Sometimes when I pull them, I see what they are, and then when I bring them up, they, you know, they turn. So anyway, yeah, you have had your Tower moment. You're, this person coming in, this communication from this fire sign, this communication from this water sign may cause your love to say, I'm out. You know, you're entertaining all these other people. You are not valuing my feelings. You are playing too much with these other people. Where, you know, a relationship should be between two people. If you're constantly bringing in people from other areas, either from people that you just met or people from your past, you know, it doesn't belong there at all. And you will have this Tower moment, and you will lose your soulmate. You will lose your twin flame. You will lose anybody that is of any value to you as far as your growth goes. You will keep repeating the same cycles over and over and over. You will keep, you know, you will keep the same, these same two energies, someone that is a fire energy and someone that is a water energy. You will keep relearning those lessons until you get them right. The universe is going to keep putting it back into your life until you realize, when you have this Tower moment and you realize, hey, I have lost everything because I keep entertaining these people. When you lose everything, you can lay your burdens down, and this may or may not be salvageable. This, you know, this is in reverse here. So it's pretty strong energy. Your, you know, your 6 of Cups is someone that you have a very deep divine union and connection with, whether that's your twin flame or your soulmate or not. Whatever it was you were supposed to have learned from these people, you haven't learned it. So we don't know what that is, but we'll look into that in a minute. Okay, so I see the 2 of Cups and the 8 of Cups. And again, this is more water energy, but the 2 of Cups shows that there is a reconciliation. So if you do learn your lessons and move on, you will be able to turn this back around and, you know, rebuild a future if you are able to walk away from this particular water energy anyway. Okay, if you were able to walk away from that, if you were able to walk away to something better, if you were able to eclipse that and move towards, you know, you can see the sky is lighter like here, so they're moving towards the new day. They're moving towards a new area in their life, and having to leave these things behind. Okay. So, hold on, let me put this there. 4 of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups in reverse. So, where you feel like, again, you're carrying these burdens with you, you're having to hold things down just the best that you can just to get through one day to the next. You can't heal, you can't have this in your life with a reconciliation with your soulmate. okay? Because this interference right here, because these people from your past, they may be damaged people. They may be somebody that, even though either one of these people may have moved on or not moved on or can't get past, they don't want you to be happy either. They're going to make sure that anytime you start to build something and rebuild something, that every time you have this, they're gonna, this little horse is gonna come over here and knock your cup over. It'd be like this. And he's gonna, this water sign, jealous, petty, grudge-holding person is going to come and knock your cups over, and you will lose this. Okay. Okay, but there comes a point in your divine counterpart's life where they don't want to be involved in that anymore. They can see that their lifetime here is being wasted by spending it with you because you were not growing. One person can't do the growth for two. Okay. All right. So, yes, the only way this cup is going to stay up is if you completely cross this person off, as well as this one. This one seems to be worse than this one. This one just thinks it's funny to come in and wreak havoc in your life and your relationships, to be a troublemaker. This one is more devious. All right. Okay, we have a 9 of Cups reverse and the Chariot upright. So, you know, as you decide to move forward with this, you are able to maybe reestablish this relationship a little better, or there could even be another one coming in for a little while. Sometimes a soulmate will come in between your, or during your separations from your twin flame, so that you can, where did they go? So that you can rest and think about everything, so that you can do the healing and the introspective work that you need to be able to move forward. Okay, so you can get the heck out of there. Okay, so that you can walk away from the relationship. You may find that you're being pulled in 2 directions. You may feel like, you know, well, at one time you had this very strong connection with one or both of these people, and you might feel a little unsure of yourself, a little insecure, a little unstable. That's like your security blanket, that if, you know, you don't have faith in your future, if you don't have faith that things are going to work out, if you don't have faith in your soulmate, okay, then, you know, you're always going to feel as if you're pulled, because you're scared to take that leap of faith, because you're scared to say, okay, you guys are part of my past. You were an important part of my past. There's great learning experiences there. I have learned, where'd it go? I have learned lessons, and I have moved forward. I'm going to put this down for a while now, okay? Bye-bye. And I'm going to choose love. I'm going to choose to be happy again. And I cannot be happy as long as every time I start to build a relationship, that, you know, you come in and try to destroy it, or this one comes in and thinks it's funny to wreak havoc or cause problems in your relationship. All right. All right, so if you do that, then we have the star, which will indicate that you have a new beginning. You will be able to start over. You will be able to reconcile with your soulmate and have your 10 of Cups and have your 9 of Cups to offer this cup of love to your soulmate, so that you can have this 10 of Cups, and so that you can feel as if, you know, you will have a very bright future. And this, you know, she's naked in this picture can be male or female energy. There's no gender in the tarot, but she's vulnerable. She's exposing herself. She's taking risks. She's feeling as if, okay, I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to leave these things behind. You may need to sacrifice things from different parts of your life in order to move forward and to be happy. But this is a very beautiful reading here, actually, and it is a blessed and divine union. Here's your soulmate twin flame card, as well as the divine union that's blessed by the angel. These are things that are for your own good, where, you know, you may have at one time been in relationships just because you were anxious to go on and feel that, and made the mistake and had been a more emotional and sensitive person, that you mistook what these people wanted from you. Okay. All right, Taurus. So it looks like you may have put some distance between yourself and your person for some time now, for a while, whatever. It could be, you know, a couple weeks. It could have been a couple of years that you've been apart from them. It could even be physical distance, but you are ready to have this back in your life, and you are ready to say, okay, I'm laying down these burdens. I have done the work that I need to do, and I've thought about this, and I'm letting it go, and I'm ready to receive all these blessings. Okay? All right. So that concludes this reading, and if you would just click the subscribe button, and if I want you to know that I'm going to be doing some more in-depth videos on the twin flame, soulmate, divine union connections, and how they affect us. And I would also like to say what a wonderful day it is. Today is the 26th of July, and this is actually the first day of the galactic year, where we have 13 moons in a month, which makes us have 13 months instead of 12. And you know, this is a time for a new beginning. This is a brand new beginning. It's time to put everything behind us, to cut ties with people who don't vibrate on the same level with us. It also brings in a time that allows us to be able to attract blessings and manifest the things in our life that we need. And I'm going to be doing a video on that as well this afternoon. So anyway, thank you again for coming to my channel. And listen, I know I might seem a little like scattered or whatever. This is my third day on the keto diet, so I've completely run out of blood sugar, and I'm about to start converting to using my own little fat stores that will be converted into glycogen for me, and my brain will be functioning again and more clearly. I've done this before, and you know, the third day is the worst, so you guys just bear with me. All right, okay. Have a good day. Bye-bye.